Hi, my name is Richard Hutton and welcome to the Exponential Fund, the place where you learn to invest and absolutely crush average market returns. Well, another week and we wrap up April. So, let's see what was the performance of my strategy in the last week. Finally, it has outperformed the market. Well, but still down. So, the Exponential Fund was down only 1.45%, whereas the S&P was down 2.72%. Rough. At some point during the week, I checked what was the performance for the month, and I was down 20% in the month of April. Since then, it rebounded a bit. I'm down only about 14% or so. Yikes. This is tough. From what I understand, this is the worst month for the Nasdaq since 2008. So we're in full crash mode. Anyway, the S&P is only down 14% from its all-time high. So you wouldn't think it's that bad, right? But what's happening is the few big tech companies, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, so on, make up a huge percentage of the index. And these big companies are not down a lot. But a lot of other companies, small to medium, are down 50, 60, 70, 80%. Some down even 90%, which is fucking crazy. It is what it is. If you have stocks that you like, they are now on a discount. When the majority of people are fearful and panic selling, it's a great buying opportunity. I have already loaded up on Tesla, so we'll see. Now, let's look at some tweets I put out this week. So on Tuesday, I trimmed JD, not because it was profitable, because it was the only stock that didn't drop. And with that money, I bought PayPal. Then next day on Wednesday, I trimmed Microsoft and bought more Tesla. So on Tuesday, Tesla was down like 12%, which was very out of the blue. Didn't know what the fuck. Turns out Elon Musk was selling billions of dollars worth of stock, to pay for his Twitter acquisition. So there's that. Then on Thursday, I bought more Block, and on that day, I was up 5.13%. Not bad. So you see, this high volatility is simply the price you need to pay if you want great gains in the long term. It's as simple as that, right? There's a huge difference between wanting to achieve a compounded annual growth rate of 15% versus wanting to achieve a compounded annual growth rate of 15% with drops of no larger than 20%. These two goals are absolutely a world apart, right? And a lot of people want to achieve the second, like good returns, but not too big of a crashes. And they absolutely fail. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's like multiple orders of magnitude harder. And for what? Why are you so scared of fluctuations in the short term? I would say because big sharp drops in your account trigger primal fear of survival, and thus makes you panic, right? Which leads to suboptimal decisions. But if you were to let go of that fear and act from a level of acceptance, I accept however much volatility in the short term, and I will only judge the performance of my portfolio after a 5-year period. Right? If you do that, that is a huge competitive edge, because you can stop worrying about these like really unpredictable short-term moves, and you massively increase the chance that in 5 years your account will be up a lot, right? Or don't, whatever. Next, on Friday, I posted a short video about this smart portfolio on eToro, it's like an ETF, right? So you invest your money here, and the smart portfolio invests your money based on a specific strategy, right? And there's many, but this one specifically, the 4 Horsemen, is simply the 4 biggest tech companies, right? And I said that over the last 8 years, that's how much data it's on that page, this strategy made 586%. Not bad, right? Versus the S&P, which did only 157%. I mean, that's a huge fucking difference, right? That's the 4 Horsemen on an annual basis, that's 27% returns versus the S&P just 12%, right? So, if you're interested, go to my Twitter, and there's a link. You can sign up and just, watch the video. It's like 40 seconds. Right? And also I trimmed my JD position for a 24% gain in just 1.5 months. Not bad. That is the power of rebalancing, right? 1.5 months ago, JD was down a lot that day. So I said, oh, cool. JD became the smallest position in my portfolio, so let me buy to get it up to the average 5%, right? That's it. And now, a month and a half later, JD became the largest position in my portfolio. Well, let me trim it down to the average 5%. And just like that, I did a trade. I bought at a price and I sold higher without having to guess what will happen, right? I mean, this is phenomenal. There's a few more tweets that I put out, but I'll let you look at them. Some insights, right? Now, for the lesson of the week, I saw a video about why it's not fair to criticize hedge funds for underperforming the market, because that's not their job, right? Hedge funds oftentimes invest the money of very rich people, and these people mainly want capital preservation, right? They don't want insane returns. They'd rather have just like a steady increase. Also was mentioned, the person with the highest salary was Ken Griffin, the guy from Citadel, right? Hedge fund manager. Last year had a salary of $2.5 billion. Jesus. And his hedge fund underperformed the S&P. Right, so this was the idea. Like, how come he earned so much while not beating the S&P? Because you shouldn't look at the absolute return. You should look at the risk-adjusted return. alpha, right? So how much it went up versus how volatile it is, basically. Okay. And for this, of course, you need many analysts. You need powerful computers to crunch the data, and it just takes a lot of work, right? So that's why hedge funds have high fees. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Here's how you can generate alpha, how you can improve the risk-reward profile of an investment. Obviously, this is not investment advice. This is just a guy in a hoodie rambling. Portfolio A just buys the S&P 500 with the entire account. Okay, that's our baseline. And we have Portfolio B, which wants to generate alpha, to have a better risk-reward profile than Portfolio A. Here's what Portfolio B could do. Put only part of the portfolio in the S&P, let's say 70%, and then rebalance against that cash position of 30%. Now, what do I mean? Well, if you do this and then wait a month and the S&P went up, what will happen is now the S&P will be more than 70% of the portfolio. Maybe it will be 75% of the portfolio, right? So what you could do, which I'm not recommending you do, is sell some S&P to get it down to 70%, right? So when it went up, you sold a bit. And let's say the next month, the S&P dropped, and now it's only 65% of the portfolio, and you have 35% in cash. So what you could do, and I'm definitely not recommending you do this, is you would buy more S&P now that it dropped, now that it's on a discount, to get it up to 70%. With this, you reduce the overall gain of the portfolio. You will not make as much money as the person who has all of their money in the S&P, but your drops will be smaller compared to the total upside, right? I mean, you saw examples of me, right, with the JD. A month and a half ago, I bought because it became the smallest position in my portfolio. And this week, I sold a bit and I made 24% gain on that position in 6 weeks, right? That is pure fucking alpha, right? So don't do this at home. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I am a clown. Just kidding. I hope this was educational. Till next time.